The power of silence. In the small town of Madhavpur, there lived a young man named Arjun. He was known for his intelligence and hardworking nature, but he had one flaw: his short temper. Whenever someone criticized him or disagreed with him, he would react immediately, often saying harsh words in anger. Many people avoided arguments with him because they knew he would always try to prove himself right, no matter what. One day, Arjun's closest friend, Rohit, pointed out a mistake he had made in his work. Instead of accepting his fault, Arjun got angry. "Who are you to tell me what's right and wrong?" he shouted. "You think you are better than me." Rohit was hurt. He had only wanted to help, but Arjun's pride and anger turned his good intentions into an argument. "I was just trying to help, Arjun. But if you don't want to listen, I won't say anything." Arjun crossed his arms and scoffed. "Good. I don't need your advice." Rohit sighed and walked away. The two stopped talking after that day. A visit to the wise monk. That night, Arjun couldn't sleep. He kept thinking about what happened with Rohit. Deep inside, he knew he had overreacted. But his ego didn't let him apologize. The next morning, he decided to visit an old monk who lived on the outskirts of town. The monk was known for his wisdom and ability to help people understand life's challenges. When Arjun reached the hut, he found the monk sitting under a large banyan tree, meditating. Arjun sat quietly and waited. After a while, the monk opened his eyes and smiled. "What brings you here, my son?" Arjun sighed. "Master, I have lost a dear friend because of my anger. I react too quickly, and my words often hurt people. I don't know how to change." The monk listened patiently, then pointed to a small pond nearby. "Come with me," he said. "Lesson from the pond." Standing by the pond, the monk asked, "What do you see in the water?" Arjun looked and replied, "I see my reflection." The monk then picked up a stone and threw it into the pond. The water rippled, and Arjun's reflection distorted. "Now what do you see?" the monk asked. "My reflection is unclear," Arjun replied. The monk nodded. "This is what happens when you react with anger. Your mind is like the water. When it is calm, you can see things clearly. But when it is disturbed, everything becomes unclear. In anger, we say things we don't mean, and we lose control." Arjun thought about this. "So, what should I do when I feel angry?" The monk picked up another stone and handed it to Arjun. "If I offer you this stone, will you take it?" Arjun hesitated. "Only if I want to." The monk smiled. "Exactly. An insult is like this stone. If you don't accept it, it doesn't belong to you. When someone insults you, you have a choice, to react or to remain silent. If you don't accept their words, they lose their power over you." Arjun's eyes widened. "So, if I don't respond to someone's insult, it won't affect me?" The monk nodded. "Yes. Silence is powerful. It protects your peace, keeps your mind clear, and earns your respect. Why waste energy on unnecessary arguments? The power of silence in action." Arjun took this lesson seriously. From that day, he started practicing silence whenever he felt angry or provoked. At first, it was difficult. One day, in the marketplace, a man pushed Arjun accidentally and said rudely, "Watch where you are going." Normally, Arjun would have snapped back, but this time, he paused. He took a deep breath and walked away without saying a word. The man stood there, surprised. He had expected a fight, but Arjun's silence made him feel foolish. Word spread in town that Arjun had changed. People noticed he was calmer and more thoughtful in his conversations. He no longer wasted time in arguments, and slowly, he became respected not just for his intelligence, but also for his patience. One evening, Arjun met Rohit again. Instead of trying to justify his past behavior, he simply said, "I'm sorry." Rohit smiled. "I can see you've changed, Arjun. Let's forget the past and start fresh." Their friendship was restored, and this time, Arjun valued it more. Years later, years passed, and Arjun became a successful businessman. His ability to stay calm under pressure helped him make wise decisions. His employees admired him, and even his competitors respected him. One day, a young man came to him and said, "Sir, I want to be successful like you. What is your secret?" Arjun smiled and replied, "The power of silence. It teaches you patience, helps you understand others, and gives you control over your own mind. When you stop reacting to every small thing, you start focusing on what truly matters." The young man nodded, taking his words to heart. Moral of the story: silence is not weakness, it is strength. It helps us avoid unnecessary conflicts, keeps our minds clear, and allows us to make better decisions. Reacting with anger may win an argument, but responding with silence wins respect and inner peace.